Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, I shouldn't really have the camera on, should I, today? I'm sitting here in my dressing gown. That is bad. That's a bad look. It's not good for a pilot to be flying a plane in his dressing gown, is it? But we're on level 4 lockdown at the moment. So, to be honest, there's no real incentive to get out of bed, have a shave, comb your hair, or dress up. We're not allowed to go out anywhere. So thank God for Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's all I can say. It's as good as having a vaccine. And so here I am again. I have had a shave and I have combed my hair. It's early evening here. It's going to be quite a cold evening, I think, here in Auckland, New Zealand. A special hi to all my new subscribers. I've had a huge wave of subscribers over the last week or so. I've got no idea why. Got no idea what I've done right. I'm not a complicated technical sort of person when it comes to aeroplanes. I know nothing about programming all the computers and the systems. I just get in the planes and fly and have fun. That's all I do. It's probably all I'll ever do. So I'm not good at those kind of tutorials. And yep. So anyway, welcome and thank you for subscribing and supporting and following along on the channel. Make a comment. Let me know what you would like to see more of. If you have the time to do that, it is appreciated. I'm not here to push for subscribers or thumbs up or comments, to be honest. I don't need any money from YouTube or my subscribers. I don't need money at all. I'm just here to fly and have fun, and that's about it. Now today we're going to do a flight in the absolutely drop-dead gorgeous Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. It is a work of art. She is gorgeous. And we're going to fly from McCarran International, Las Vegas, just across to the coast to KLAX, Los Angeles. It's part of our service here at KVM World Travel. It's a service that runs twice a week on our virtual airline from Los Angeles over to Las Vegas and returned. And we're going to be doing this regularly as far as the airline, and we're going to be using the Boeing 787 because I love flying Boeings, really. I really do. I've tried the Airbus and I've looked at the Airbus. I just can't really get into it for some reason. And once you get used to flying Boeings, you really do love them. And when you change, whether it's a Boeing 737, 787 or a 747, when you change over to different planes, it's not a lot of difference. You can just flow over from one to the other quite easily. So I stick with the Boeings. I love flying the Boeings. They're simple, they're easy, and they're in real life too. They're a gentle, soft plane to fly. They're not as hard and as rigid as the Airbuses. The Airbuses have a lot more rigidity in the frame, and when you're going through turbulence and whatever, it's quite hard because the frame, the wings, the structure is quite rigid, so you feel every sort of knock and every sort of bump. With the Boeings, they're a little bit more flexible, a little bit more soft. And it turns out that you end up with a bit of a smoother ride in the Boeings than you do with the Airbus. Now, I'm not a pilot. I've never flown all these planes in real life, but I have had friends who are pilots, and that's what they tell me. So here we are at Las Vegas Airport and McCarran International, and look at this plane. It is drop dead gorgeous. It is a work of art. That's why I love these planes. I love the look of the Boeings. I'm a bit of an artist, so I see things a little bit different to normal people, I suppose. I see the planes, the shapes, the lines, the sleekness, the design, even the livery. I see it as art, an art form, and I really enjoy looking at these planes. That's why when I'm flying, I spend a lot of time outside the aircraft than inside the cockpit. I just love looking at the scenery, the clouds, and the planes. Okay, so here we are at the International Airport. I'm going to get things set up, so I'll talk to you very, very soon. Okay, so here we are in the cockpit. My co-pilot has very kindly gone through all the systems, all the checklist, and he has got power all set up to the plane. So we are ready to push back now. All the passengers are on board. The air bridge has been retracted. So we're looking good. We can get pushback organised.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, we request that you store your luggage and take your seat so we can have an on-time departure. For those passengers seated in a designated exit row, you may be called upon to open that exit in the event of an emergency. Please refer to the safety briefing card or the exit row information card located in the seat back pocket to ensure you meet the exit row criteria and understand the information. After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured, do not wish to, or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time, we also request that you install your electronic devices until we are above 10,000 feet. I will notify you when it is safe to bring these items out for use. If there's any question as to what device you can use on board today, please refer to the Welcome Aboard section of your My Magazine. Thank you for your attention. Now we ask that you direct your attention to the forward part of each cabin to the TV monitors for a brief and important safety message about our
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Here we go. Pulling out of sunny Las Vegas. It is a nice day too, actually. Beautiful day, not too many clouds around. Not like the filthy storm we had on our last video. If you missed that last video, go back and see my last video where I had absolutely no visibility. Not zero, well it was zero visibility on my last video when I made my landing, and that was scary, I tell you, really scary. So go back and check that video out. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, we're just going to keep it nice and straight and level as we head off out of Las Vegas. Not do anything too drastic or radical. Just a slow, steady, gentle climb. Around about 10 degrees would be perfect, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, hold it around about 10 degrees. Looks like a little bit more than 10 degrees. We can just use the trim actually to alter the degrees of the pitch as we climb out of Las Vegas. There we go. There's the Las Vegas Strip down there. At night time that looks really good. You got all the neon signs and the lights and the strobe lights, and the lighting effects are really nice in Las Vegas at night time. But here we are coming up through the clouds, and doesn't that look amazing? Absolutely beautiful. It's a thing of art. It's a thing of beauty, this 787. It really is. Really nice. Okay, let's turn on our autopilot. Here we go. Autopilot here, and we've got our LNAV on. Our vertical speed, I don't want that too radical. I want a vertical speed of about 1.9. It's quite a nice, gentle, slow climb out. So plus 1.9 is a good vertical speed. That's how I like to have that. Same for the 737 and the 787. LNAV is turned on. Okay, we can turn on our auto throttle. So our plane should start to come up to the assigned speed that I've put in my little display here with the speed selector. And I can start bringing up my flaps now. Let's just hit the V key and bring up our map. So our plane is heading over to intercept our flight plan there, so that is looking sweet. And make sure we bring up our flaps now. Our flaps can come right up. The plane is adjusting itself, moving around quite a bit actually. And better just have a quick look here, see what it's doing. Okay, so our needle is pointing up towards the little dot, so that means our vertical speed is working. We are actually climbing. Our little arrow here is pointing at 280 knots for our speed. So that is good. The plane is arriving at the speed that I've set. And we're going to be climbing for a little while to get up to our initial altitude of 30,000 feet. And you can tell on this display down here that we are now intercepting and coming in line with our course, our GPS. Now up in here in the green lights, you can see the speed in the green. That means our speed mode is on. LNAV is in green, so that is on. And our vertical speed is on, so we've got that VS lit up there. So that is beautiful. Let's have a look over here. Our speed, our altitude set 30,000 feet, so that's going to be a long, slow climb. 280. I'm going to raise our speed now. I'm going to take our speed up to 350. Let's get this girl moving. We're going to stretch her legs today. Take her for a nice little cruise down Main Street and head over to Los Angeles. So we're looking good. Let's have a look at some of this beautiful scenery outside. Wow, look at that plane. Doesn't that look gorgeous? That is just sweet. Very nice livery, I gotta say. This is my airline, KVM World Travel. Really liking the look of this plane. That is beautiful. Now I'm doing this flight today because we had a request. We had a request on one of my videos. Can I please do a flight in the 787? So if that was you, well, here we are. This video is just for you. I hope you enjoy it. As you know, if you see my other videos, I'm not a techie person, so it's not really a tutorial about how to operate all the computers and to program the plane's FMS or whatever it is, and get deep into that programming sort of stuff. I'm not that sort of guy. I'm a bit dumb when it comes to that. But if you just want to see the plane flying, see the beauty of the plane and the scenery out of Las Vegas as we head down to head down onto Los Angeles. It is amazing. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let's check our displays. Yes, we are still climbing 17,800 feet now. We're coming up to our cruise altitude of 340 knots. 340 knots, so we're moving along quite fast, quite quickly. So that is good. And if we hit the V button, we will see that we're dead on course, moving along our GPS line there. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be interesting to see how long it takes us to get down to Los Angeles there.
Once you reach a comfortable cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will be in the cabin to offer you a cocktail beverage of your choice, along with breakfast. There are 5 flight attendants on board today, primarily for your safety. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now we'd like you to sit back and relax and enjoy.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight. You do have a habit of not finishing that sentence, Anne. Don't know how I'm going to fix that. Yes, we're going to be serving a meal today. We're going to be serving lunch. We took off about mid-morning. We departed. So we do have a light lunch served with some ham steaks, some salad, and cheese and pickle sandwiches. Or you can have egg and mayonnaise sandwiches. A lovely selection of sandwiches, actually. And we've also got mince savouries. You can have chicken mince savouries or pork mince savouries with tomato sauce, or you can have some nice spicy sweet chili sauce on the side. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll have some of that. Yeah, and a nice hot cappuccino coffee. One of those will be coming up to the cabin very soon. The staff will be bringing that in for us. One of the cabin crew will deliver that. That will be lovely. I think I'm going to sit back now and enjoy the scenery. And I'm going to let you just enjoy the scenery and the vista. And enjoy the way this lovely plane just effortlessly soars through the air. It's so beautiful, so graceful. And it really is a work of art. I'll talk a bit later on, eh?
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We're gonna be landing in, about 20 minutes, so I'd appreciate it if you would return to your seats and fasten your seat belts at this time. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our approach, we ask that you please check. Make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, low and tight across your lap. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright lock position. If you've had occasion to use your carry-on items, please make sure that they are safely stored underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead enclosed bin. Also, if you're using any type of electronic device, if you would please turn it off until we are parked at the gate.
Okay, so we have started our descent. And let's just go over how I've got things set up here. Right from the left to the right. Okay. Flight director is on. Auto throttle is on. Speed is set here at 350 knots. LNAV is on. And because we are descending, I have the vertical speed on minus 1900. Slow, steady, friendly little descent there. And the altitude I've adjusted to come down to 14,000 feet initially. It's going to take us a while to get there. But it's not a race. We're just going to have a happy little descent and cruise down through the clouds as we get closer to Los Angeles. Hope you enjoyed your snacks and your meal, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your time with KVM World Travel. Beautiful scenery here today. It hasn't been too cloudy. A little bit of scattered light clouds, so generally it's been nice and clear, so we've had some really nice views of the landscapes as we flew out of the desert in Las Vegas and into the greeny hills above Los Angeles. Now you can see on these planes you can get the wing flex, and just see how the wings are curved up on both sides. That's because the wings are flexing. For example, on the new 737 MAX, you don't get any of that. The wings are just solid straight out like that, and they never move, which is a bit of a shame. It's a nice little extra to have in the simulation, the actual movement of the plane and the wings. So it is sadly missed in the 737 MAX that I fly for world travel. It's not a deal breaker for me, it's just a little detail. I'm still happy flying that plane. A few little things like that do not worry me in the slightest. But it is nice to have if the modelers do actually take the time and the extra effort to put those little details in. It does make a difference. Bring some flaps down a bit more. Check, gear down and locked. Here we go. We're coming in as straight as an arrow and looking good. Now, just before I touch down, I've got to quickly turn off the auto throttle, turn off the flight director, and turn off the autopilot. All in one big hit. That's what I've got to do just before we touch down, and then I can manually touch down, do a bit of a flare, try and make the landing as gentle as I can. I'm not usually very good at it, but every landing I do, I try to improve a little bit. Okay, get ready to turn everything off. Hello, Los Angeles. Right, turn off the auto throttle, turn off the autopilot, turn off the flight director, and here we go. A little bit of a flare, try to make our touchdown. Whoops, a bit too much of a flare there. Here we go, nice and gentle. There we go. That was it. Try and stay in the middle of the runway. Reverse thrusters on. Put on some brakes. That's it. We are looking good. Speed brakes off. Reverse thrusters off. Flaps up. And we can taxi off the runway. Okay, so let's taxi over towards the parking.
Flight attendant, prepare for arrival.
Okay by me. Now I'm not sure of the official place to park, but I'm going to pull in here because I think it looks okay. Quite a big bird to try and maneuver, this one, when you're taxiing. Bit like the 747, you know, you feel like driving a big cargo ship, a big container ship. Takes you a lot of power and a lot of time to actually maneuver around and get anywhere. But let's have a look over here. I think we'll just pull in here and that will do us, just for the sake of finishing this video and getting it done nice and tidily. Usually, sometimes I use the joystick for steering, but often I'll try and use the rudder. Right on the dot. There we go. Beautiful. That is lovely. Welcome to where am I? Welcome to Los Angeles, everybody. It was a lovely flight. It was a nice trip. Really enjoyed the scenery. Really enjoyed the look and the vista of this beautiful aircraft soaring through the sky. It's a work of art. It really is a thing of beauty. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make a comment. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. I don't mind. Any helpful tips as far as on the technical side of flying these planes, I would love to hear from you. Always happy to learn, because I'm a pretty basic sort of a PC flyer, really. I don't do anything that's too stressful or difficult. I do everything the easy way, just like a real pilot would. But hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you soon on the next video, and welcome again, and thank you to all the new subscribers who have decided to tag along for the ride. Okay, stay safe, everyone. Take care. I'll talk again soon. Ciao.